Hello friends, and welcome to the first episode of Twitch Thursdays, even though you probably won't be seeing this on a Thursday because I did not plan very well. But today is Thursday and we're going to get into this episode of Twitch Thursdays, which are hopefully going to give you little shorter snippets of Twitch advice from me, just kind of ranting at the camera or to the microphone if you're listening on the podcast. It's going to be on both YouTube and all the other podcast places. So this is the first episode in the new year, 2018. And if you've been following TRUgaming, I've been asking a lot about goals, specifically what you have for your goals this year on Twitch, whether that's short-term stuff, long-term stuff. I've been asking it on Twitter, Instagram, all that jazz. People have a lot of different ideas. So I decided to do a little in-depth analysis and look at what research says about goal setting and how we can kind of apply that to Twitch. And this is what I found. Okay, so first of all, does goal setting matter? The answer is yes. Undoubtedly yes. All the evidence says yes, it matters. Make sure you're setting goals. Even if you're setting vague goals, like if you're a Twitch streamer, I want to grow my channel. That is better than having no goal at all. At least set some sort of goal for yourself. Now, it's better to have specific goals, but you should ultimately have goals no matter what they are. Definitely be setting goals. Have I set goals yet? Of everything that I found in this study, this was by far the thing that everyone agreed on the most, is that goals help. Do them, good. Okay, now like I said though, what kind of goals you choose to make does make a difference. So let's quickly talk about the 5 different important categories about what a good goal looks like. And no, it's not SMART goals, although that is a thing too. We'll talk about that. So first of all, a lot of people have different ideas about whether a goal should be long-term or short-term. And the answer is both. Actually, both long-term and short-term goals are proven to both be beneficial. There's research for both of them. Because of that, you should really be using both. Have some short-term goals and have at least one long-term goal, because you really need a balance to have that perfect mix of where you're going with your goals. Because for example, so let's say you only have short-term goals. Like if you're a streamer again, I want to get 50 followers in the next month. I want to stream 3 days the next week. That's great. You'll see progress in those goals, but you want to make sure you have long-term ones too, because otherwise you feel like you're not going anywhere. But at the other end of the spectrum, if you only have long-term goals, then you'll feel like you're never going to get there because they're so far away. Like let's say you want to be partnered on Twitch. You can say that and that's a great goal, but then how do you know you're making progress towards that, right? You have to have short goals so that you can progress on those each week and feel like you're getting somewhere towards that bigger goal. All right, now secondly, your goal has to be controllable. And what I mean by that is you have to be able to have influence on it. You have to make sure that you can control your goal in the sense that you're the one doing it. You're the one making the action happen. You're not waiting for other people to do things so that your goal can happen, because that's backwards. This is why some goals related to numbers are not the best, because you can't really make someone follow you. You can't make them come out and watch a stream. You can't make people do anything. It's a bad goal to say you want to get 100 followers in the next month, because are you going to make people follow you? Is that how that's going to happen? Because good luck with that. A better goal is something that you can do to encourage people to follow you. So maybe you connect with someone individually outside of a stream, maybe in their stream or in a Discord or on Twitter or something. Some action you can make every single day to encourage people to follow you. That's a much better way of getting to that goal eventually. Okay, the third thing that a goal has to be is specific. So it's not enough to have a loose goal. You have to make sure that you are pretty specific about it. And the research shows this. The more specific that you are with your goal, the more likely you are to achieve it. I gave an example in a blog post I put up. Basically, let's look at 3 goals. You have one goal, I want to stream more, right? That's a goal technically, it's very vague, but I want to stream more. A better goal would be, I want to stream once a week. Slightly better goal, more specific than the last one. The best goal is if you're going to say something like, I want to stream every Wednesday. And then you've got a specific time. Actually, no, you can make it even better with the time. I want to stream at 6 on Wednesdays. Then you're very specific about your goal and you know when to make it happen, and therefore it's very actionable. So basically with goals, the more specific you can get, the better, the more results you'll see. Fourth, you want to make sure that your goal is meaningful. And this is one I think that people don't really think about as often as some of the other things we talked about. So let's say you want to be partnered on Twitch, because that's a super popular goal that a lot of people have. Why do you want to be partnered on Twitch? Have you thought about that? Besides just having the title, besides getting to have a fancy purple hoodie, why do you really want to be partnered on Twitch? Is it just for social status? Is it just so that you can have that verified chat badge? Or is this something that you want to take full time and you think partner would give you more of an opportunity for that? Do you feel like you'd have more of an influence with partnership? The point of what I'm trying to say is you have to think about why you want to do your goal, because I get the sense that a lot of people kind of jump onto a bandwagon goal that everybody else has, and they don't stop to think about why they want that or if they really need it at all. When you get partnered, you don't really make any more money than an affiliate off the bat. Eventually, yes, you can get more revenue from Twitch and things like that, but the day you get partnered, nothing changes with your revenue. Think carefully about why you want your goal. That's really important. Okay, and lastly, this is my favorite one. You want your goal to be challenging. Basically what that means is your goal puts you outside of your comfort zone a little bit, scares you a little bit. Your goal is something that you know is gonna be challenging for you, but the difference is if you do it, you know it'll feel amazing to have done it, right? So this is something that researchers actually found too, is the more challenging a goal is, to a point, you can't go crazy with goals, but let's say that you have a goal that's slightly outside your comfort zone. In studies, researchers found that the subjects were more likely and motivated to complete those goals. And once they completed the goals, they felt better about them than if they'd picked something easier. So, point being, definitely go for those stretch goals, for the goals that make you a little bit scared, because chances are they're the ones you really need to do. So those are the 5 traits of what a good goal looks like. So I want to talk quickly about how these apply to Twitch. I don't like, this is so high up here. These are great and all, but how can we use them? First of all, let's, like I said, look at the partnership goal that everybody has. Everybody wants to be a partner. Now I'll probably put it over this video, you'll see. Everyone wants to be a partner. First of all, partnership is tricky because it's not really in your hands at the end of the day. With the new achievement system on Twitch, you at least have the 3 requirements to apply for partnership. Stream for 25 hours in the past 30 days. Stream for 12 unique days in the last 30 days. You also have to reach 75 average viewers in the last 30 days. That's just a one time you have to hit that. And the problem with this is partnership, even if you do these things, is not guaranteed, right? Because you have to do them and then apply, and then it's all in Twitch's hands and you don't know what's gonna happen. So it's not controllable in that sense. It's more of like a vision. You wanna see yourself there someday, maybe like a long-term goal, if you will. Instead, it's better to look at the requirements for applying to be a partner and then work on each of those goals. And the third one's a little bit trickier. We'll get into that. The stream for 25 hours in the last 30 days and stream for 12 unique days in the last 30 days, those are great. They check off all the boxes that we just talked about, and they're very specific. You can control them. It's all in your hands. Add them to your goals if they're not on there already if you want to be a partner. That's just easy. But the third requirement, reach 75 viewers, that's not so easy because you can't make people come out to your stream. You can't even ask people to come out to your stream. You don't know 75 people that you can just go tell to come out to your stream, right? Because that's absurd. Instead, you should focus on a smaller sub goal that can make that happen. So maybe you reach out to a couple of people every day and connect with them with the intention of eventually getting to 75 viewers, right? But that's not really your goal. Your goal is to connect with 3 people a day. So it's more of a goal that you can control versus something that you just kind of hope that people will come out and help you achieve because you can't control that. Another goal that I see a lot is getting affiliate on Twitch. And if you're not an affiliate on Twitch, absolutely make that your #1 priority. There were a number of people who, when I asked about goals, said, hey, I want to be a partner, man. And I should probably get affiliate too. If you're not even an affiliate yet, don't even think about partnership. Okay, so let's go through the requirements for affiliate again really quickly. #1, stream for 8 hours in the last 30 days. Easy peasy, that's all on you, very controllable. It's meaningful, everything, go do it. #2, stream for 7 unique days in the last 30 days. Same thing, you can control it, no one else can do it but you, go make it happen. Now #3, reach 3 average viewers in the last 30 days. Now I said the whole 75 viewers thing is out of your control, and that's true. 3 viewers technically is out of your control, but it's much more controllable than 75 viewers. And the reason for that is because you can go find 3 friends that you know and just tell them to come watch the stream, right? You can do that every day easily for 30 days. Just find 3 people to ask them to come out to the stream. Instead of having your goal be to reach average of 3 viewers, make your goal ask 3 people to watch the stream each day. Does that make sense? Because you can control that. #4, reach 50 followers. Same thing. I mean, again, you can't make people follow your stream, but 50 followers is such a low number that you can probably find a different goal that's kind of accomplishes the same thing. So for example, you can make it your goal every day to connect with one person, literally just one person, and make a friendship with them, and they'll probably end up following you if you really connect with them. And then do that for 50 days and you got 50 followers. Instead of going, man, I'm streaming every day, where are my followers? I just gotta wait and keep doing this, I guess. You can do an action to make something that you want to happen. Okay, so let's quickly go over some of the goals that you guys submitted, and I'll talk briefly about what I think about them. I'm not gonna go over all of them because there were a lot, but I'll go over a few. On Instagram, Don Woot said, Become an affiliate and possibly get a sponsorship. Very easy. Like I said, if you're not a partner yet, go for affiliate. All the goals are really easy to accomplish, and you should just go for it. And he said possibly get a sponsorship. That's a good one. I think people should think about. When you're looking for sponsorships, don't think about getting sponsorships. Think about applying for them, right? Because you can apply to as many as you want. Make your goal, I'm gonna apply to 5 sponsorships a week or 5 a year or something, because that's what you can do. Yes, you wanna get them in the future, but you don't control that, right? You're not the one who sits there and approves the application. So apply to a certain number each month if you wanna get more sponsorships. Beardy Glasses on Twitter, he said 10 to 20 subs is the plan for me. That's a pretty good goal. It's very specific. Again, kind of outside your control, because when you talk to some of the streamers we have, sub counts vary a lot each month. And again, you can't really make someone, well, now you can actually. With Twitch gifting, you can make someone subscribe to you. So technically you can do that, but I wouldn't recommend doing that. I don't think that's what you want. A better plan might be to think about how you can encourage people to sub to you. So maybe come up with one program this month that you think would encourage people to sub to you. And that's a better goal because you can control it. And you might get 20 subs out of it. I also just want to talk about some people that had good ideas about goals that line up with what we said in this video. The first one is Regicel. Regicel said that a good goal should be challenging with the chance of failing. You should be able to gauge your own abilities and find a good medium that will require you to push yourself. Exactly. It should be something that kind of scares you, because then you're more invested in it and more excited. Sodomi said specific, achievable, but not easy. Same thing. All 3 of those line up with what we just talked about. Specific and measurable. Achievable but not easy. It's just the challenging, just like Regicel said. And then White Shadow talked about something that you're determined to accomplish, one that means something to you and not something you'll do just because. Exactly. That's what we mean by meaningful, right? Think about why you want to do it. Make sure it's something that you're really excited about and really want to do, because then you'll be more motivated about it instead of just jumping onto someone else's goal, basically. That's the 5 criteria, guys. Make sure that your goals line up with it. If you have goals for this year, please drop them in the comments, or if you're listening on the podcast, send us an email at streamkey@TRUgaming.com. Let me know if you guys have any more ideas for streaming topics that I can research and kind of bring to you guys for more Twitch Thursdays, because I think it'd be really cool to go with viewer recommendations for this and just dive into one subject really deep each week. So let me know. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the memes. And we'll see you guys on Monday for the Dan the Dapper podcast VOD. Yeah, hopefully it's Thursday today. Maybe it's Friday. What? What's this? Wait, hold on. Specifically, what is this?